I started coming to the United Nations in 1973 when my country was fighting for independence. And there have been many rewarding and happy moments in this building for me, not just as a member of government, but also as a Pacific Islander, a person coming from a non-country at the time, to one coming from a new country, and then one coming from a country that has and must have a voice in some of the immediate concerns of this earth. When I spoke at the Trusteeship Council Hall this morning, it brought back memories of some of the good times as well as some of the bad ones. But all in all, in the end, that a small country was able to prevail in its search for independence and peace. It was a result of cooperation, interest, and support of people like we have around this table today, and those of you who have come to visit with us. We could never have succeeded in becoming an independent country with a constitution, with a member of the UN, if we didn't speak out. I want to introduce a friend here, Stu Beck, former ambassador of Palau to the United Nations, and now their Oceans Ambassador worldwide. He was with me almost every moment of those days in the past, and I'm so proud that he was able to join us. He said, give me moral support, but I hope more than moral support. Thank you, Stu, for coming.
Thank you, Excellency.
But in every case, we were labeled irresponsible upstarts, various other names not quite as pleasant, including cockroaches trying to climb up elephants with a battle in mind. But we prevailed because we were fighting just causes. Our size did not matter. Our sometimes ambitious but just causes were of a scale larger than all our countries put together. Because we wanted to be free, no matter how big, no matter how small. The Marshall Islands are now a free country, but remain straddled with some of the lingering effects of a period of nuclear testing by the United States from 1946 until 1958. We still are in constant negotiations, arguments, discussions with the United States about some of the effects of that testing period. We have asked the United States to come clean in its dealing with us on the nuclear issue by cleaning the mess they have left behind, by cleaning up the withholding of documents and the hiding of important information that we need to make educated decisions about what to do with some of our contaminants and contaminated atolls and exposed peoples, and to come clean in refraining from misinformation and disinformation pertaining to that period, that unfortunate period of time in our relationship. We consider the United States to be our best friend. And what we do in our struggle for justice and peace have all been as friends. We do not have and harbor any bad feelings towards anyone. but we think that it's important that we not leave a stone unturned in our efforts to make sure that in the end, not only do we achieve peace and justice in the Marshalls, but that we can help guarantee it for everyone else in this world. As small as we are, we have a story to tell, we have an experience to share, and we have the motivation to pursue it to its just and peaceful end. I am among friends. Some of us go back many, many years. We've had campaigns in other areas of the United States pertaining to this matter, but never has it been elevated to where it is now. Because not only are the Marshall Islands fighting for what they believe is good for the Marshall Islands, we are fighting for what we believe is the only solution in terms of peace and prosperity in the world of the future. We have a nuclear past from which we have learned. We have a nuclear presence from which we are still reeling. But more importantly, we must look forward to a nuclear future, a free nuclear future, a future that does not have this terrible weapon available to anyone. If people can suffer so much just from the testing of this weapon, the effects in an actual use in anger and in animosity is something that we cannot comprehend. The people of the Marshalls suffer quietly from many of the effects of the testing, but they cannot do much in terms of assistance to many of the countries that bear similar scars. But what they can do is to make sure that the world understands and that the world pays attention to the fact that there cannot be true peace in this world until we get rid of all the nuclear weapons that are stored, that are planned, or that are figured into the greater plans of war and defense amongst the big countries. We do this lawsuit with the greatest respect and the greatest admiration for the big countries of the world. But we think that it must be done. And we call on all of you for support. We call on all of you to refer this to those that you know will take it and run with it, because it is important that we gain the support of the international community. We do this not just for the islands, not just for the Pacific. The Pacific is a nuclear-free zone. We've declared it before. But we had some difficulties in enforcing the Rarotonga treaties and their protocols because of some concerns by some of our developed partners that have since then been lifted. So we want to share this. We want to share this experience, but we want to also ask for your support. We thank you for being here, and I'm ready to answer questions that I might be able to answer. But I'm proud to be sitting among such knowledgeable and dedicated people to the cause of a nuclear-free universe. Thank you very much.